Hi, my name is Bill Truax. I have a program called It's Just a Skill, focusing on individual goal achievement. The video you are about to see contains selections from the keynote version of that presentation. Hope you enjoy it. So this is where three of my interests converged. First, I really want to know how people become high achievers. Secondly, I throw discus with USA Track and Field, so I have goals of my own, things that I want to accomplish. Now I know the first thing that you're thinking is, Bill, this is the 21st century, why are you holding a wooden discus in your hand? They stopped using those years ago. You're right, I just use it for this presentation. I use a polycarbonate discus when I'm in competition. And thirdly, I have been a student of the life of Winston Churchill for a long time. He was Britain's World War II Prime Minister. It was after I put together the It's Just a Skill program and identified the 5 steps all high achievers follow that I realized Winston Churchill is the best example of personal skill development of anyone I've ever studied. So we're going to talk about 8 of the goals that Winston Churchill accomplished over his lifetime and show how what he did following those 5 steps is something that you and I can do running our lives parallel to his. But before we talk about Winston Churchill, I want to talk to you about the 5 steps all high achievers follow. And I'm going to do that by using these styrofoam balls. And I'm going to pass them out to you in the audience. You're number 1. You're number 2. You're number 3. Okay, let's move on to step number 2. Thank you. If you take a look, step number 2 has 2 letters on it, a P and an O. The P stands for planning. Planning the strategy that you're going to use to practice the behaviors your skill requires. One of the things that's very important, and all of you know this, as you have developed a skill over your lifetime in anything, it took practice in order to learn that skill. There's a saying out in the world that says, practice makes perfect. Well, not exactly. Practice makes permanent. So make sure that when you learn this skill, you're learning it correctly. Winston Churchill was born in 1874. He was the son of Lord Randolph Churchill and Lady Churchill. Lady Churchill was a former American named Jenny Jerome. Lord Randolph Churchill was the 3rd son of the Duke of Marlborough. And as we all know from watching Downton Abbey, the 3rd son doesn't have anything. So the son of the 3rd son, which Winston Churchill was, had no inheritance, no title, no land, no property. He grew up surrounded by wealth that he knew would never be his. Sir Winston Spencer Churchill was a common man who throughout his lifetime proved that success is not innate or for the blessed or the select few. He showed us that once you have a goal and then put your plan together and then commit, focus, and persist at that plan, we can all achieve extraordinary results. After all, it's just a skill.